Hello. It's been a while, as always. And I would say there are reasons. I've been distracted by things, one of which I can't show you because it means I'll have to get up and walk away, but I started a sewing project. I'll show it off when I'm done, but for now, it's kind of been distracting. Final Fantasy XIV has also been distracting. D&D has been distracting. And I also would say I've been reading, and that has been distracting. So either way, I'm just, again, going to keep plugging away at these. Some of the ones that are going to be upcoming are going to be a mix of what I've read this year and what I've read last year. I might still sneak in a few of the longer videos, like I will group them together. Like, for the month of October last year, I participated in something called Victober, in which you are given challenges or prompts, and you have to read a book from the Victorian time period. And so I have a few thoughts on what I had picked. So they were going to be in one little video, one big video, but little video. I don't know, I haven't planned anything out. Like, as I said, these are rambles. But I'm going to start right now with some of the individual book thoughts that I have. I'm going to start with Michael Crichton's Timeline. Now, I have read his book. I've read two of his books so far. Jurassic Park, which Lost World is on my list of things to read, and Pirate Latitudes. I loved Jurassic Park. I was not a fan of Pirate Latitudes. I like the idea. I really do like what he was going for with the story, but you can tell where he kind of stopped editing because of his death, unfortunately. Timeline is on my books that I like from him, because obviously it is more Michael Crichton. It is more... Yeah, obviously. He was alive and was able to edit it. Do I like it better than Jurassic Park? Probably in the fact that I understand the science a little better behind this one. Also, I do enjoy history a lot more than dinosaurs. Don't get me wrong, I love dinosaurs. But I'm a history nerd before a dinosaur nerd. Or enjoyer, I should say. And, I know, obviously, Crichton's science is... You have to do, what's the phrase? Suspension of disbelief. But it's a lot... It is a lot of fun to do that with his books. I do want to, again, The Lost World, and I have Andromeda Strain and Sphere on my list of things to listen to. Read. I know Lost World and Andromeda Strain I'm going to go through the audio route because I don't have a physical copy. Actually, I might have a physical copy of Andromeda Strain, so I can do it in tandem. Sphere, I'm probably going to do in tandem as well because I have a physical copy somewhere in this mess. Either way, going back to Timeline itself. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I have not seen the movie. I've seen people review the movie, but I have not seen it myself. Again, I enjoy the science from this one. I understand it more. I think the reason why I wasn't a big I wasn't a big fan of the science of Jurassic Park is because it was more mathematics. They were talking about fractals and stuff. I got the genetic. That part I understand. I understood the genetic bits. But once you start getting into maths and fractals, I'm like, whoosh. I can just do basic math. But, yeah, you've got not exactly time travel, which I find interesting, even though it says timeline. It is multiverse hopping. And that was probably the most interesting bit. I did not expect the multiverse, because again, I had not seen the movie. And even and I did not really watch any reviews, or no, take that back. I have watched reviews of the movie, but I had forgotten about them by the time I got to read the book. And this was also a tandem read in audio, physical and audio. Not that it makes much of a difference. It's just I listen to books faster because I can obviously do things like sewing while listening to a book. And then when I can sit down, I'll just pick up where I left off on the audio. But yeah, that just multi-universe, the multiverse exists in Crichton's books. I have a fun headcanon that all his books are in one universe, like how Stephen King's books are all in one universe. His is all in one universe. So there's Jurassic Park, along with people jumping through portals into multiple universes, and Sphere. I don't know much about Sphere, but that sickness, the Andromeda strain. So, yeah, that's gonna be a fun universe to live in. Anyways, there's not much to say because this is a bit of an older book. It's, I mean, been around. When was this one published? 1999. Yeah, this is definitely not my oldest book that I've read, obviously, because I read books from the Victorian era. And last year I read Beowulf, which I'm gonna reread again. I got a different translation from the library, and I'm gonna read again and then do a video on, because I tried to listen to Beowulf and yeah, it kind of went over my head, so I want to do that one again. So yes, the oldest book that I've read so far has been Beowulf. I have to double check though, because I know I've also read The Tale of Genji, which is, again, either way, I'm getting off track. Hi, welcome to my rambles. So, I mean, there's not much to say that hasn't already been said. I'm not here to do like a full deep dive review. These are just my thoughts, my obviously topic rambling, because hi. If you like science fiction, Michael Crichton is not a bad author to go and get into. I mean, yes, he is dated. Have you seen Jurassic Park? But his science, and his science is fun. It's very well written. Like, he is, I cannot say enough. If you like science fiction, pick him up. He is definitely more science than fiction, but you can't say this is science. This is like, he took science and he had fun. He ran. So this is hands down full on science fiction, but it's very easy to understand science. Let's put it this way. It's an easier read than Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, i.e. Blade Runner. I enjoy him more than I enjoy Blade Runner. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Blade Runner. But even though I could not, like, the math went over my head with Jurassic Park, it was still an easier book to understand. Timeline is an easier book to understand than trying to shift through Blade Runner. So this is a recommendation. All of Michael Crichton so far has been a recommendation. Even Pirate Latitudes, even though I wasn't a big fan of that one. That what I would just say. You know, this one, Jurassic Park, and then like Pirate Latitudes, just like right there at the bottom. But yeah, read him. Read him. Yes, 100%.